Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, and today I have a pretty interesting video for you guys. This one is going to be kind of about the zombie storyline and a little kind of like business side of it, I guess you can say. And we're going to be talking about why there are no longer Swastikas or Nazi zombies in Call of Duty. And as you guys know, it kind of stemmed off World at War. That was the first one. It was marketed as Nazi zombies because it was particularly taking place in World War II. That was the big deal, and obviously the game took place in World War II with Nazis and the Japanese and all that stuff. Now, we did have one map with swastikas on it after that, and that was on Kino Der Toten, and that was because Kino was actually supposed to be the fourth DLC for World at War, and it was going to be the fourth map, but they ended up not adding it into the game. I don't know what the reason was specifically for that, but they didn't expect zombies to be such a huge hit, and it ended up being huge. And I'm honestly kind of glad Kino was added in after World at War, because I think it was a really good map for Black Ops 1 with the introducing of so many new features and everything. But honestly, they haven't had any more swastikas after that, and this is for a few different reasons. There's a whole marketing side to this of why they have the Iron Cross instead, and the main reason, guys, is swastikas is normally, if you didn't know, it's actually a symbol of peace. But what Nazi Germany did was they actually turned it and slanted it, I believe it was 45 degrees, which obviously no longer stood for peace and prosperity and all that sort of thing. And obviously Nazis and Germany and all that stuff, it plays a huge role in modern day. It's kind of like, if you think about it, in America, right, we had the Civil War, and there was the Confederate flag and the normal, like, American flag. It would be kind of like having the Confederate flag all over all the maps. It just wouldn't make sense because obviously the North won the Civil War and there's no longer slavery. So it's kind of how that whole thing ended up turning out. It just wouldn't make sense to continue having it, as well as for business purposes. Having just regular Call of Duty zombies rather than Nazi zombies specifically is another key feature. Now, this also ties into the storyline with the Iron Crosses, because right now, in this dimension that we're in right now, the Origins storyline with the Rising Jack and everything like that, we don't even know if World War II happened yet. I mean, Origins literally took place in 1918, and then 2 years after we had the Giant, so it's 1920, and I believe the World War I ended in 1922. So they're technically still building weapons for Germany, Group 935 is, and then we never ended up going into World War II yet. So there could be the whole thing that this Nazi party never even started in the first place, which is another big thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about the whole storyline and everything like that. And honestly, I think the Iron Cross just looks more professional, I guess you could say, as they market everything. Obviously, other countries, in Europe, specifically like Germany, for example, Poland, France, they wouldn't want to have a game, and the game might possibly not even be allowed to have zombies in it if it was specifically Nazi zombies, just because of the outcry from those countries of people that were directly affected by that, or the offspring of people. I mean, it's like 2 generations removed now, but it still plays a major role. It's not as big now, but it just wouldn't make sense. So I think from a marketing point of view, I think the Iron Cross is really cool. It represented Germany in World War I, and they still ended up losing the war in World War I as well. But just the Iron Cross, I think it looks more professional, and it just seems more, I don't know, widespread as a better looking symbol to have all over the map. So I want to know your take on this. Do you think that swastikas should still be allowed within zombies maps? I mean, we still have custom maps like World at War customs that have the swastika and everything like that, but do you think that it was a good idea to remove all these sort of things? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. My name is GregFPS, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.